Hey guys, so we just had the season finale of Star Wars Rebels aired tonight, and I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts on it. Okay, so let me just say right now, this is obviously a spoiler review. There will be spoilers, so if you don't want the show to be spoiled, go watch it and then come back. Right off the bat, I want to say that I really enjoyed this episode, although I thought there was a few things that could have been done a little bit better. Obviously, with any show, you're always going to have little issues with things, whether it be plot, execution, character development. But right off the bat, let me kind of get the negatives out of the way. I really didn't like it. Kept pulling me out of the story completely. Every time the Inquisitors would use their lightsabers as like helicopters, that was so weird and goofy and absolutely did not belong in Star Wars. I mean, I know it's a cartoon, but it's canon. You have to keep it logically consistent with what we see on the big screen, when we go to the movie theater with the main 7 episodes that we have so far. So I really didn't like that, but I'm sure they'll retcon it and explain how that works. One of the other things that I really didn't care for about this episode was they seemed to leave us on a bit of a cliffhanger. Nothing really got finalized. I mean, Kanan seems to have lost his vision, so I appreciate that. But is Ezra going to the dark side, or is he not going to the dark side? I really thought we were going to get more of a definitive answer about that. He seemed to pull back at the end of the episode, but then at the very, very end of the episode, we see him looking at the Sith holocron, and like he's almost being pulled into it. You see his eyes get kind of red with the glow of it. It's very, very weird, very interesting, but also, like I said, a bit of a cliffhanger that I definitely could live without. I wish we got a little bit more of an answer there, but I suppose they're gonna go for season 3, season 4, maybe even 5 seasons. So it may take a while to resolve some of these issues and some of these questions that we have. Let me talk about some of the things I did like. I liked Darth Maul. I thought he was well done, well animated. The voice was done well. I liked how he sort of tricked Ezra. He kind of pulled him in with his buddy act, and at the last minute, he kind of revealed his true self. And I like that because at first I was like, wait a minute, are they going to make Maul a good guy? I'm not buying that at all. This is the guy, the whole time in the beginning of the episode, I was thinking, this is the guy that killed Qui-Gon. He can't become good. He's irredeemable. But then, as I had kind of suspected, he ended up double-crossing Ezra, or double-crossing all of them, and then, betraying Ezra, trying to get him to go to the dark side. He blinded Kanan. So it was good to see that Maul was still a bad guy and a force to be reckoned with. I like that. We got to see Vader, and we finally got to see Ahsoka and Vader fight, but it was a little underwhelming. I mean, it wasn't a bad fight, but the fact that neither one of them won, it just felt a little like, okay, we're going to drag this out. And I mean, I understand if they want to, set it up that, okay, here's their first fight, and now next season we're going to get a lot of Ahsoka development, and then they're going to fight again, and then maybe Ahsoka dies. But if they don't develop Ahsoka even more, which I've seen the Clone Wars, I know, a lot of the past, the history of the character, but, if they're not going to develop her even further, then they've really just kind of wasted an opportunity to have that fight mean more that we got at the end of the episode. But it was really cool seeing her cut Vader's mask and being able to see Anakin's face. I thought that was a really cool visual there, just to kind of give him a little bit of humanity and say, okay, this was Anakin, so she could see him. I thought that was really cool. I liked the new Inquisitor that we got. Although I think he may have died. I think 2 of the Inquisitors died. Maybe all 3 of them died. I don't even remember right now. But yeah, it was good to see some Inquisitors die, and it was good to see this new Inquisitor kind of change things up a bit. Um, but my favorite thing of the episode by far was just the visuals of the Sith Temple. That was so cool, and the holocron and the way it all lit up. Um, I can't say enough good things about just the animation of the show, especially as it's progressed. But yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on it. If I had to give it a score, I'd probably go with an 8 out of 10. It was a very, very solid season finale, although I wished a few more questions would have been answered. Yeah, so, anyways, comment below. Let me know what y'all thought of the episode. And thank you guys for watching.